Right, right. Let's go.
Is the stream up?
That's what I'm trying to find, but I don't know if it is. And when it is, then I should start.
I'm trying to find it on my laptop now. I can't find it on my laptop. Does it say you're live?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Lee's found it, so...
Hey guys, what's up? Tonight we're here with the GP2s, Speed Force Racing PS4 GP2s, and we have a new commentator with us tonight who is here, and that is James.
Hello.
So I'll be called. So if you hear him call me Cadwell tonight, I'm that for Wednesdays now because of course James is
James.
James Killer's James. Yeah. Last week was an eventful race. Let me just find out what happened for you last week. It was a very nice race. James even raced in it, so.
Yeah. Very tough race. Competing at you know, one of the highest levels in this league, but it was fun. I think I came 11th in the end, but yeah, it wasn't bad overall for racing in GP4. I think making a jump to GP2 and coming 11th, so it's not bad. But yeah, they race very hard. You know, they're very quick, so it should be an interesting race round here.
Yeah, it should around Bahrain. It should, and to give you the drivers' championship for you. So it's Electro Dan who's leading on 25 points, from TNR to Jonas, sorry, with 18 points. Then it's F1 Sophie with 15 points, and it's Pure Racing with 12. Then it's Laser Lord with 10. Then it's Lee with 6, JB with 4, and Raza Virus with 2, and then the last finisher, but apparently this is the last finisher and getting no points, is TNR Jonas. No, J Borgen, sorry, J Borgen. I butcher names, I do apologise. So that means that Renault are top of the championship with 25 points. It means that Williams are on 21 points. It means in second. Third are McLaren with 18. Alfa Romeo are fourth with 12, and Haas are fifth with 10th. Then it is Mercedes with 8 points in sixth, and then it is with in seventh. It is Ferrari, and then eighth. In eighth, it is Sport Racing Point from the Racing Point Formula 1 team with 3 points for you.
What kind of strategy do you think the drivers will be running today? Just on your personal opinion. And we see a Red Bull, and I believe that's a Force India, or should I say Racing Point, coming out. And then a McLaren followed suit. That's all I see so far. So we got TNR Jorgen, Lee's coming out as well, both the Hasses. TNR Twango, I probably butchered your name, I apologise. He's out on an outlap for Red Bull. Virus is on his outlap as well. JB also, Laserlord and Yarham, Clarky Boy, Lee Nell, TNR Tijurnus. I butchered that, sorry, and Dan Panda all out on outlaps at the moment.
Yes, we've got loads out, and again with the same problem as they did last night, where we can't hear the cars. Well, I can't anyway. So
I can.
we have that problem again. It might be just my headphones, but
if you pause your game and unpause it, it should.
Nope, doesn't work.
Wait, what channel are you streaming it to?
Their channel.
I found it. Right, I'm on board with Razor Virus as I'm now going to take you on a lap around the Bahrain.
Let me just get on board with him. So there you go.
He is now on the run down to turn 1 with DRS open, braking at the 200 meter board, I believe. Push it down to second, gets a bit of wheel spin, short shifts up to 4th, and then DRS open into turn 4, I believe. Brakes at the 100 meter boards, 3rd gear, hitting the apex very nicely. On 4th, short shifting up to 5th, and then dragging it out. Shifts down to 5th, which is, you don't see many drivers doing that. Shifts down to 2nd. Ooh, and he spun the rears. Eesh.
Yeah.
And the Red Bull of... I don't even know who that was.
There we go, we're on board with him now. It is TNR Twango, we'll say. Yeah, he's finishing off the lap then.
Now, with this long right-hander, you're going to want to keep it in 6th, and then, like he did there, shift it up to 7th so you get more grip, and then you can carry more speed going around the corner. A lot of drivers are going out on hards, I see, so it's almost as if they, it's almost as if they want to try out all 3 compounds, or they're going to go from the mediums to hards. As we have pure driving on the softs, as well as Dan Tand as well. And Twango set a 130.9, followed by JB who set a 135, and then Jorgen a 133, and then Laserlord set a 129.9, Clarky Boy a 129.7, TNR Jungnus has just spun. He set a 129.7. In front of him is Yarham with a 128.9, sorry. Pure Driving a 128.2, and Dan Tand a 128 flat. So different pace here, all within a second of each other, I'd say.
Yeah, they are.
It should be a very close match race.
If it's anything like GP4s, which are on a Monday night, with the strategies for this race, I don't think it will be, because it won't. But they had everyone in that race was on mediums and softs, except mediums and softs, except Xander, who was on the hard compound of tyre, and he managed most of the race on the hards on that one. So what they basically did in that one was they all went from softs and mediums to hards. Everyone went on to hards and then just did one stop and managed to kind of finish on that. But we're looking now at Taz Leroy as he heads to finish his lap off. Let's see what he actually does, because it will be...
There's only one problem with this track as well. Not only will they have to manage the tyre wear as well, because the tyres degrade very quickly. And Paige Leroy also sets a 128.5 on the hard, so he's currently in 3rd place, leading the hard runners. but the two soft runners are still out in front. But there's little grip as well coming out the corners. So with that, also with the long straights as well, you're gonna have to manage your ERS very well and manage how hard you put the throttle down with the rears spinning. So it should be very fun to see what sort of strategy people do, because in my opinion the softs to hards will be the quickest strategy. However, it all depends on personal preference and how good you are at managing the tyres around here.
Yeah, because like if it's anything like Monday night, it would be softs, or me like if it's anything like Monday nights, they all go on run to the hards. If you're on the softs and mediums, you're fine to go straight to hards. That's absolutely fine. But if you're if you're on hards, you probably just go straight to softs, or maybe go hard medium. Would be the call.
It depends, because I think it's a 28, no, it's a 32 lap race, this, isn't it?
Yeah,
I believe.
it's 29 laps, so.
If it's 29 laps, you're gonna have to spend. Oh, and Paisley has spun, saved it though. If you're gonna have to do 29 laps, if you're going from the hards, you're obviously gonna want to do 19 laps on them, or as many laps as you can, and then switch on to the softs. But with qualifying on the hards as well, you're gonna degrade your tyre. So it's a bit of a gamble, really, on what strategy people will go on. Because if you switch onto the softs too early, they're going to die at the end. But if you switch onto them too late, you're not going to be able to get some decent points. So you sort of got to roll the dice with the strategy.
Yeah, I totally agree on that one.
I'm currently on board with Razor. He set a 129.4 on the medium, on the hard, sorry, on his first lap. And Liverpool's coming down to the second PRS zone now.
Let's have a look at Liverpool as we go on board. Sorry, you can't hear the cars tonight. I do apologise, everybody, on that.
He's on the hard compound of tyre. He's done 3 laps already, 4 if you count the formation lap. So they're not formation lap. What am I on about? The out lap, sorry. But that Red Bull does look very planted to the track, I must say.
As we have things tonight for the Nordic people. We have Langfauge, I think that's how I say it, Langfauge in the chat saying, "Come on, my Nordic buddies, please take it home the victory." So that is for, I think he's talking there to the TNR boys. They're all from the Nordic areas. So I think he's talking about them.
I'm just looking at Liverpool's telemetry now, just to see. See now, coming out of turn 3, if you put the power down too early, you risk spinning, especially on old tyres as well. So drivers will have to watch out as well. And then with a double left-hander as well, it's with the left-hander as well coming up, it's very tricky to get right. Many drivers overshoot it, or they lock up going into it, because it's a tricky section to even, get right, especially with the long straights as well. Your brakes go cold very quickly, so drivers are going to have to manage their brakes as well.
Yeah, as there goes Sophie into 4th, she goes, so she's in 4th. And there's an interesting fact about Sophie, if you have not heard the fact, probably haven't. She has a 100% record for Speed Force Racing on finishing on the podium, so she's had a 100% record.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that when I raced in Australia. So
yeah, she's had 100% record. As Dan goes even quicker than his last, quicker there. He goes quick. He does. I think that's his first lap actually. There was I'll try and find out. A 1:27, I think that is.
A 1:27.7. Yeah, I'm on board with Leroy at the moment. He's running no traction. So, and it looks like he's really fighting the Haas car today with his setup.
It does.
Especially coming through the first sector. Or no, especially coming through the middle. Yeah, it would be the first sector, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's now in the middle sector,
Yeah,
and
he looks like he's really fighting
yeah,
it through the high downforce areas, and then he gets caught out here by the curb as well. So the curbs around here will play a large part in success, I believe, with the little grip the drivers have, and then if you just put the power down too early on the curb, or you get caught on the curb, then that could be, detrimental to a race, really, because that could be the end all of your race.
yeah, it is just the simplest of things around here. It's like um, anything goes really, as we're as the only real car who's on the mediums. Loads of people now changing tyres to different compounds, which is good to see. But we're now looking at TN.
Lord JB seems to be holding up pure driving. I don't know if driving was on a lap or JB is, but it looked like JB was holding them up there, and they both go into the pits. So I believe driving might go on to the softs, and JB would go on to the softs as well, I believe. At least stays out to do another lap. That's very bold, as he's up on his time by a tenth, and he's hit the curb going into the left-right chicane. So it looks like his mediums are done, to be perfectly honest. Medium running hard. So if I was him, I would pit now and go on to either the mediums or the softs to try and get pole position.
Yeah, so there's Twango goes into fourth, 1:28.5. Beats his sorry, a one yeah, a 1:28.5. He beats his current fastest, which was a 1:28.6. So he's beaten that
Up
with
by a tenth.
yep, up by a tenth, and he's now down on his time. He is as well. We do have loads of people out. We did get predictions. Any predictions that you think will be today's top three, or will it be hard to say?
I'm gonna go out in a bold one again.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say Dan, because he's way ahead of the field at the moment by about 5 tenths. So, and then I'm gonna put Sophie
Okay.
in second, and I'm gonna say Lee actually, because Lee, I race at Lee quite a lot, and he's a very quick driver, as you know. But the thing that may catch him out the most would be the curbs. But as long as he manages that, I reckon he could bag himself a podium. Personally, what about you? What are your
Yeah,
predictions?
I can agree on that. So, yeah, so Dan definitely looking very quick. So I'll put him, Sophie, and I'm going to go out a bold one here and say Gold and Crimson will be on the podium today.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
TNR Jabogan has just come out on mediums. So that seems like the strategy is going to be mediums to hards,
it could be.
and then you have Dan and Razor, and Joe all on the softs.
As we have a spinner. He's just getting back on the circuit now, and that's Clarky boy. I think he's going to let.
Find him.
I think he's.
Find him.
I think he's going to let the other car past. He does.
I'm going to stay on board with TNR Jabogan.
Alrighty then. Yeah, so we've got loads of cars out today. The only car really on a lap right now is Golden Crimson, but he's, I think, just going to call it a day maybe after this lap and come into the pits, or is he going to go for one more? No, he's going to go for one more on a set of tyres which are 2 laps old. As
That's bold. That is very bold. I mean, his tyres must be dead, or they must be in the high. They must just be below 10 at this point. So, if he still feels comfortable on them sets of tyres, then who knows? He could even get himself a podium. Not podium, sorry, pole.
It could, as the Gorts.
I'm on board with
7-8 has just retired, so the Gort 7-8 just retired. Just to tell everyone.
I'm,
As oh no,
I'm
he
on board
spins.
with
Oh,
Jaborgan.
into the wall goes golden crimson, and I
That,
think
no,
that
that
is
was
it.
Sophie. That was Sophie, sorry. Oh no.
Golden
Sophie's
crimson.
retired anyway.
Golden Crimson now keeps going with a little bit of front wing damage. You guys can see it. As Sophie retires, she thinks she's done enough for today.
TNR Jaborgan is also catching up to
Let's have a look.
traffic ahead, so this could be an impact on his lap, really.
It could. His teammate, who is literally in front of him, so he's the cars that he's in front of, as JB now retires, thinking he's done enough in 8th. So TNR
Jaborgan.
Tejonas is still going, as Ryan thinks he's done enough. Ryan Van Doom thinks he's done enough. So, yep, as Tejonas
Jaborgan backed
starts the lap.
out in the last corner. He feels he's getting too close to the Red Bull ahead of him, which I believe is Twango. No, it's not. It's Liverpool.
Well, here he goes then to start his lap. So let's see how the McLarens do. It should be interesting to see that McLaren do well today. As if you're just joining us in the Constructors Championship, to look out for this race, it is pretty much a free race scrap. It is. At the moment it is Renault from Williams from McLaren. It is in top 3. Then 4th is Alfa Romeo. Then it's 5th Haas, 6th McLaren, 6th Mercedes, 7th is Ferrari, and got the fastest lap last race. Sporting Pace.
Golden Crimson has gone off.
Sport Pace Racing Formula 1 team are next in 8th. Then it's Toro Rosso in 9th, and then it's Red Bull in 10th today. As we have a few cars slowing down the straight there, but now we're looking at TNR Jaborgan as he is finishing his lap.
I believe he might be down on his time. I'm not entirely sure.
Let's have a
someone
look.
just put in the chat, Electric Dan's game's crashed. So
yes, he is down. He is down on his time in the first sector, but in the second sector he puts in a quicker second sector than his time there. 0.6 up he is there, so he's now looking like he could actually get a better position here as he comes to the line now. Across it now he comes, and he goes 6th.
That's a very good lap from him. Twango now on the softs. What can he do?
As there's Dan
As
with
Lee
another.
goes second. Lee goes second. He's
Yes.
only 3/10 off.
Leroy does, but loads of cars now coming across on their softer tyres. But here you
Twango
go.
backed out.
Trango, is he
Maybe
coming?
he's saving his tyres.
Let's have a look.
He saved his tyres.
What's happening? He lost. He has. Oh, guys, we've got the cars back now. Got cars back now. We're fine. But no.
Wow, that was very, very good qualifying, I must say.
Yes, it was, as we get some points because we watched the qualifying. Good old. So it is Dan, who is Dan P1 with a 1:27.4 from Joe Fane, I think that's how you say it, in second. Then it's third is Razor Virus. Fourth is Taz Leroy. 6th is TMC Yarmo, is that how you say it? I think that's how you say it. 6th is Pure Racing. 7th is Electric Dan. 8th is Lee. 9th is Liverpool. 10th is Twango. Then it's Jaborgan, and then it's Sophie. Were the ones that I got in the time that we did, as I just need to turn down, if we do get the racing thing back, I need to turn down my audio, because if you don't know, I've turned it up a bit too loud, I think, for you guys, so it might be a bit loud on the cars if we do hear them. But yeah.
So, if you was racing here, what strategy would you go on? Because I see most of the drivers are on mediums, so would you go from mediums to softs or mediums to hard?
I'll take the option of going from mediums to hard, and then maybe coming with the last 4 laps of the race, I might go onto the softs and then try and get quick laps.
Okay.
But it's hard up to, I don't know really on this one.
It's personal preference, really.
Yeah.
Um, but first corner is going to be very interesting to watch.
Yep.
I must
Let's.
say, 'cause the first corner in Bahrain doesn't end well normally.
Good, good colours to go.
But hopefully, there's no crashes on the first corner.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Hopefully.
As people are putting somebody just put Yarma for the win.
Johan can win.
Yep. So as they go away, so I got down to Sophie in 12th. 13th is Laser Lord. 14th is Golden Crimson. 15th
Lord
is
JB 15th.
yep.
The Gore 78 in 16th. Clarky Boy 17th. Tina Chidonis. I'm sorry, I butchered your name. I apologise.
To John is
In 18th. And Ryan Van Doom, who had a very good qualifying, I think, in Australia when I raced against him. He's in last. However, he's on the soft compounder tyre, so
let's have a look at this strategy then. Give you the tyres. Just to give you an idea, by the way, Clarky Boy, the Gort, to Jonas, Golden Crimson, Lee, Laser Lord, and Sophie, and TNR Jaborgan are all on hards. They're the only ones who have risked the hards to start with on their compound tyres. We will put on the lap data for you here. Everyone else has gone for softs and mediums.
Ryan Van Doom's taken a gamble here, as he's chosen the softs. Now the softs will wear off about lap 7ish, is when you'll roughly have to pit.
Yep.
Whereas everyone else ahead of him, until you get to pure driving, and then the top 3 are all on mediums and hards. Apart from them 5, who are all on softs. But I don't know, it's a bit of a gamble really, because the softs do give you more grip off the start. So maybe Ryan's looking for a very good start and trying to catch a few people out really, getting to the first corner.
I think he is maybe trying to do that, but as the cars now head in, we have already the Gaunt retired from the lap there. He did, so something must have happened in that lap there, but we're waiting now for all the cars to come across. We've now got on the grid, I think, yeah, the top 13 drivers. We're just waiting for the rest now to slot in, and then I will get the start underway, and then we'll get back to racing properly as we do. As here we go then for this, the Bahrain Grand Prix, as the red lights now come on. 5 red lights, and we go, away we go. Good start from the top 3. Here it is, a bit slower start from some at the back. To Jonas, definitely a bad start.
Can go defensive on the racing line.
As here goes Joe.
Drives it up the inside.
Yes, he
and
does.
They're side by side, and Joe's got the move done.
Yes, Joe's got the lead, as Joe keeps the lead as
There's been no crashes.
No,
Sophie's
yes.
falling down to 17th.
We have a little touch. We have a touch, and that I don't know.
Lord JB and Ryan are having a little battle. They're going side by side as JB just slots just in front of Ryan here, and the McLaren of TNR Jaborgan just went a bit wide there, coming out of the section where with the quick left right. So maybe he's struggling for grip on his hards.
Got a bit of contact here with Lee now.
Electric Dan's gone.
Yeah, Electric Dan had a bit of contact with Lee now. He did there, as they all now get back going. What a race this is here, as we're looking like Pure Racing. Let's have a look at Pure Racing now. Side by side he goes with Razor
Fire.
Yep, as he's done it. Got past. Good move.
I think Razor's gonna have the jump on him down. So, but then saying that, they're both on the soft, so it's going to be very hard to catch each other. Whereas Lee is up into 4th, chasing down Yarham, who's a second away from Dan, and Dan and Joe are side by side going into the first corner.
We have a crash already, and just to say, Electro Dan is out of the race. He had a crash at the last corner, we think. I didn't really see it. As Dan and Joe, yes, you are right, are side by side, and Dan is back through on Joe at the moment, but Joe's going to keep the inside line for the next
Side by
corner.
side. Oh boys, you don't want to go side by side through here. It doesn't end well. Oh, and there's slight contact. But Dan isn't giving up, and the Torosso of Johan has just dived Joe and slightly tapped the rear diffuser of Dan.
Yes, he did.
As Lee's now gone up the inside of Joe. I think Joe may have some damage.
Yeah, Leroy definitely did go through. As we're now looking on board Joe, I can't see any damage from on board. Maybe.
No, he doesn't have any damage, I don't think.
There is.
Now he's under attack from his teammate. Pure driving.
We'll probably get
only a tenth away.
We'll probably get in a minute something from Electro Dan telling us what happened, and I do believe as well. So this is what happens. What it takes 1 lap for the softs to get into play, 2 laps for the mediums, and about 3 laps for the hard. So about next laps will be where we see the hards get a bit quicker and the mediums get a bit quicker. But at the moment, it's the softs and mediums all doing well.
Lee's chasing down Yahoo. He's only a tenth. Will he dive it? Yeah, he does. He dives off the inside. Ooh. Unfortunately, Lee doesn't get the move done, but Yahoo keeps the gap and just closes the door on him. But now, see, the DRS zone going up to that corner, turn 3 or 4, I believe. That's your best overtaking place, I think, anyway.
It is. Yeah, you've got to be right, as they are pretty close in the background. They are, as we now look back at the battle we have, which is, I think, the closest battle on the circuit, which is Golden Crimson about to get past Laser Lord. Here he does. Electro Dan now leaves the session, decides that he can't be bothered to watch this race, and Laser Lord's got, here goes Golden Crimson, sorry. Can he get past Laser Lord here and get up to 13th? He's going to try. Is he going to pull alongside in that car? No, he's not. He's not going to do anything there, and he's going to pretty much stay as it is. I think it will until probably the line, as we're now looking at Liverpool, who is behind TNR Jonas.
Jaborgan.
Sorry, Jaborgan. Yeah, Jonas Jaborgan. Sorry, as he now comes down as second in the race. Now gets the fastest lap.
As Yahoo gets the fastest lap. So, but Yahoo's catching Dan, so Dan might be struggling with tyre wear at this stage of the race. Because, yeah, Yahoo's catching him very rapidly as he dives it up the inside of Dan. Dan's just sort of left. Dan's done a switchback. Oh, and he slightly forces Yahoo off, but. Oh!
No. Oh! And the car hits him! No! Who hits him? Oh,
that's Joe. What happened to Lee?
I don't know what happened here. Let's have a look. We're gonna go on board one of the cars who's not passed him yet. We'll go on board with
Sophie.
We'll go on board with Ryan. We'll go on board with Ryan because he's a bit further down.
He must have clipped the curb and spun it.
Here comes Ryan then into the corners. We're going to check if the car's still there for us.
No, I think the car would have despawned by now, but
yeah, there it is.
The section he's coming up to now, you must have, as you exit there, you got them 2 dips. So if your back rear tyre just sort of hits that and then you put the power down, it causes you to spin. And I think Lee must have done that and just gone straight into the wall, which is very unfortunate to him.
Oh, dive bomb he goes, and he's done it. Well done to Jonas. Through he goes on the car there, and into the pits now comes Joe.
Joe's going into the pit.
So
changes front wing.
I think he is, and maybe tyres.
Dan as well has gone into the pits.
Let's have a look, see what they're going to actually go on to. They're going on to the hards.
Joe's going into the hards, and
Dan's
mediums. Going into the mediums.
That's a bold strategy from Dan there.
Oh, Golden Crimson is just overtaking Laser Lord.
He has as well, yes. So in the lead, just to say, I know it's only at early stages, but it's the Toro Rosso boys. So that means Toro Rosso will move way up the order they will in the championship. They will be, if it stays as it is, with Toro Rosso leading, and I think Toro Rosso third as well. I think it's third. No, it's like maybe eighth. They will be moving up to probably about third in the championship. So they'll be looking pretty decent for where they should be.
One thing that I have noticed with Johan is he's now pulled a 2-second gap onto pure driving, but in certain stages of this race, Johan pulls away, especially in the ones where you require more grip, like the more downforce areas. But then on the straight, pure driving just like catches him by about 3 or 4 tenths, and then he just loses it in the technical areas. So and then his tyres as well are blistering. So I don't know how long them softs are gonna last.
Yeah.
He's done 5 laps on them so far.
Yeah, I'd say 7 or 8 laps as Clarky boy makes a little bit of a slide, and JB here, the commentator for other leagues, is trying to get his way past, but Golden Crimson is trying to pass him. So it's a kind of weird one. As Golden Crimson ghosting inside, can he manage it? No, he can't. So Golden Crimson stays behind for now. As my headphones slide off. Now he's got DOS.
No, alright, that's Laser Lord now trying to join in on the action. Will JB dive Clarky? No, he won't.
I think this is the closest battle we've got at the moment. I remember last week it was like we had battles until about lap 12, 13, and then we didn't have any battles till near the end of the race, but still, very interesting race, gotta be said. This race, you never know, could be Sophie's first ever non-podium finish, but there's still a long way to go yet.
The thing is with Sophie is she's on the harder compound tyre, so when everyone else pits, she's gonna move up positions, and then she's gonna lose a couple. But then if she goes into the softs, then she's just gonna regain them positions like there's no tomorrow.
She is. As here we go then, side by side they go, and to Jaborgan, sorry, and Razor Virus. He's got a through on the hard, so the hard tyres must be quicker now than the softs.
Yeah, if you go on to Razor, you can see he's really struggling as well, and the blistering on his tyres are getting worse and worse.
Yeah, it's not looking good as there's a side by side behind. Well, I think Lee now there was trying to get past Liverpool, but couldn't manage to do it. As Liverpool
had a bit of a slide.
Tries to get past Razor Virus, Liverpool does. So Liverpool trying to get past Razor Virus. He does.
He's going to bide his time till after this corner. Ooh.
So yes, guys, if I forgot to mention this to James, but I'll tell you all now. After the race, guys, whoever the top 3 are, they can be, if they want to, join our party, and we'll have an interview with them. We do top 3 interviews, so we'll chat to the top 3.
Maybe going down the inside of Razor. Razor's run a bit wide, and just got the move done as Razor's gone into the pits, but Lee's now on the back of Liverpool. And Lee's now moved to the inside, and he's got the move done. But Liverpool does the switch back and tries to do a double switch back, but Lee just closes the door and says none of that.
A little tap there. Yeah, so everyone else now is back out. The only person who's on softs is Pure Racing. He's been on that for 1 lap, so I don't know what Pure Racing's strategy is today, but he's on softs.
Soft medium?
It could be, but I would doubt it, but never know with him.
It probably will be soft medium.
You never know, as we have the only other battle we've got is Lee and Liverpool is the closest battle on circuit. Nearly taps the back there, leaders.
Lee tapped the back of Liverpool there, just slightly there.
Yeah. So yeah,
But now Lee's on the back of him and he swaps back to the inside, and does he get the move done? Yes he does, but Liverpool comes straight back at him though. Oh, and Lee backs out to give Liverpool enough room around that corner.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know with Lee. It's always there and thereabouts, quick enough. I just don't know. But look at Golden Crimson right on the back of Clarky boy. God, Clarky boy makes a mistake though, and here goes Golden Crimson.
He's going to get in here with the DRS, and they both have DRS.
Oh, but there goes, look, and Lee is back through. Lee's back through. Here he goes. Back through goes Lee.
Golden Crimson is through as well.
Oh no, is he?
As Clarky boy, and they're side by side going into turn 3. Who's going to get DRS? Clarky boy has the DRS on Golden Crimson. He moves to the inside and slides a bit. Golden Crimson holds it around the outside though.
Don't want to be.
And they're side by side, and Clarky boy backs out of that. Lee's got past Liverpool now, so this should be interesting to see how Liverpool responds to that.
It will, but Golden Crimson still got Clarky boy right behind him, as you say, and JB still got Laser Lord right on his tail as well. So it could be, it is, as I tell you now, it is. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th pretty much were in a line a second ago. They still are. Technically in a line, I wouldn't class it as a line, but
there's a train behind Lee Foreman so I believe from 4th down to about 7th is the train, and then JB, Lays Lord, Tenart to Jonas are all catching up to that train. So it's going to be a train. It's going to be a 6-car battle. As Laser Lord tries to get down the outside of JB there, it's going to be a 6-car battle of 4th. As from 7th to 1st are all in a line now. As Liverpool swaps to the outside, that's the racing line. Lee has the inside.
Just quickly, Laser Lord is through on JB. So Laser Lord makes the move done. As that battle is still loads of them there. As is Liverpool going to do a dive bomb into the corner? I thought he was.
He thought about it.
Backs out.
Thought about it for a second there.
But the gap that Yahum has is 3 seconds, just to say.
Yeah, he's gaining massively the gaps. As Golden Crimson now goes up the inside of Liverpool. I think when Liverpool backed out of the dive bomb, it forced him to lose all of his momentum. So that just gave Golden Crimson the extra advantage. As he goes down the inside of Lee, 2 cars in about 3 corners, I think.
But Lee keeps the position there. Does he?
Yeah, no.
No, he makes a mistake, Lee.
He doesn't have the grip on them tyres.
Oh,
as Clarky boy's trying to go up the inside of Liverpool, who shuts the door, and now it's Neil, isn't it? It's Lee now versus Liverpool now, and I believe Clarky boy might get him here. Yeah, Liverpool just can't keep up with Lee.
There goes
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
And he's done the dive bomb.
No.
Oh,
don't work.
He's thought about it, and he's done the switchback. He's now going to get DRS here, as will Lee. Will he go for another dive bomb? Yes. No, he doesn't. He thought about it. That's caused Lee to go wide.
Sophie's in the pits.
Clarky boy. What am I on about? Lasers now losing time to JB. Oh, who's had a bit of a half spin there, but managed to save it.
Joe,
Sonoris has catching up to this 5-car train, and JB goes wide there.
Here goes to Jonas. Can he make it through? Wow, just as we were talking there, Joe has crashed out somewhere and retired from the session, so disappointing there for Joe. We have the answer to why Electro Dan got crashed out. Electro Dan got a right rack by a Red Bull. This messed up his entire championship attempts. So basically, Electro Dan got a whack from a Red Bull, and that's why he's out, if you wanted to know.
Laser Lord is now on the back of Clarky Boy, and Liverpool and Lee both go into the pits now. Same with Tango, but it's going to be interesting to see who gets the jump here, as Lee's still going down the pits, but Lee's now gone to the hards. Same with Liverpool, and Liverpool is still behind Lee. So Lee's managed to keep his position as Razor gains 2 positions there, and now he's up from 13th up to 11th.
Yes, and the battle's still going on.
JB is right on the tail of TNR Jonas, as Tango's got a 3-second penalty for qualifying, I believe.
Yeah, that happened as he came up the pits. He missed just corner 1 and went a little bit wide, and that's all. But no, Laser Lord has it on Clarky here, looks like. Let's check if Laser Lord can get through on Clarky. I would say he can, as thank you to the 16 of you who are watching, it is appreciated.
He is, I believe he's biding his time now, and then he might get a run on him down here, down the back straight.
Do you think the hard tyres are needing to come in now, or do you think the mediums are wearing away, or...?
The mediums are wearing away, as you're seeing, as Johan comes into the pits now, and TNR Jürgen stays out. So Golden Crimson's moved up to 2nd, Clarky Boy 3rd, Laser Lord 4th.
No!
Johan was just exiting the pits.
On another set of hards. JB's come in and got some hards, and out he goes. Yes, in this championship,
JB's also in the pits. He's gone on to some hards.
Is Lee? Let's check. Is Lee gonna do it? Let's check if he does. Yes, he does. Lee does the undercut on JB there, so good old undercut there from Lee. But Sophie down in 15th. I would expect a little bit more, but she might not like the circuit, as we know. So
yeah, I mean, she's given it her all, you can tell.
Yeah.
But maybe this circuit just isn't her. She's having an off day.
Yeah.
But,
well,
I reckon next week this is going to be more motivation for her next week to come out fighting even harder next week to get back onto the podium.
Yes, and if you want to know, sorry about that guys, my controller's just died. If you want to know where we are next week, we are China. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens at China.
To be fair, with China, I reckon the rain might play a huge part in that.
You never know, it might rain, it might not. I did a league race last week in China, didn't rain at all, but you never know with China.
I did one Thursday, started off raining, finished dry.
There you go then, so it could be whatever really happens, it could there.
You're driving it on 7-lap-old softs, and he's now chasing down the Gore in the Mercedes.
Has he got the run?
I think he does have the run.
Is he going to dive bomb to Jonas?
Yes.
No.
He's already got him.
No, as we're now looking at the Pure Racing. I don't think he's got him because he's still side by side. Yeah, he's got him. There you go. Past he goes.
To Jonas has just tried to go up he's gone up the inside of Clarky, and he's got that move done.
Well done to Jonas.
As Clarky just falls behind now and bides his time. Sheboygan seems like he's struggling now on them hards. He's got grain in.
Here he goes.
Halfway across his
here goes Clarky for the dive, switch back, and to get the position back. Oh, he makes a slide. He slides.
What a save.
It's not good. No, so the only battles we've got, just to tell you, are Clarky to Jonas, and Gort's
catching driving now.
And Pure driving. That is it, pretty much. Guys.
Pure driving's losing time.
The lead has gone up to 2 seconds now, just to say, everyone.
Clarky Boy may have the run here.
Now he puts DRS on.
Oh, he's got the run on
Yep.
him.
Does he? Let's
He
check.
Yeah, he just breezes past. Oh, no, he doesn't. Jonas just late breaks him, really. Manages to stay ahead, but Clarky Boy's still on the rear diffuser, and this time he does outbrake him. There's a bit of contact there with the side pod, but Jonas still keeps the position. But with them fighting like that, they're just losing more and more time to Laserlord, Crimson, and Juborgan. But I think Crimson's gaining now on Juborgan. He's gained the 10th.
That gap's gone down dramatically. It was 2 seconds. It's now 0.9. So
yeah, I think Juborgan's struggling now at this stage of the race. So maybe he might have to go onto the mediums.
yeah, you have to switch to a different set of tyres. So I don't know.
But the Gort's now caught pure driving.
Can he do
Really
it
have
down the
run on
straight?
him, though.
Yeah, can he do it?
Nah,
That's what.
he doesn't have the run on him this time. But
Fair enough.
maybe he's waiting for DRS, and then... Oh, and pure driving goes into the pits. What set of what? Oh, he's got a 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane.
That's going to be
Now,
annoying.
you don't see that in most races. He's
No.
gone on to a pair of the mediums.
These mediums that we just see now look like they've been used. These are the qualifying mediums I think he did some qualifying on, so bit of interesting thing there. Has JB done it? Has he done it here? And Dan, past JB he goes, so well done on Dan there to pass JB, and there very
These
nicely.
look like fresh, soft, no, not soft, medium, sorry.
Yeah, I was trying to think. They I don't know, because for me they've got a little bit in the middle, which kind of say they're not fresh, but
No, they're fresh because they're really shiny on the outside, and then over the course of this lap and the next lap, that'll fade away. So they definitely are fresh.
right then, let's have a look back at the leader then, because that battle's gone
Golden
down.
Crimson's catching Javorgan now. The gap's now 4 tenths, so he's caught 6 tenths in the last lap.
Just to say, the top 6 have not pitted yet. They're the only cars that haven't pitted, so I do believe that they will. Oh, and yet they're coming in. They're both coming in at the same time here. Who's going to get the better pit stop here? Who's it going to be with the better pit stop? It may just be the McLaren, I think, but I don't know. It's Laserlord now gets a penalty for the pits. As McLaren's in. McLaren's in.
Laserlord's been held up. Golden Crimson's been held up there.
And now he's out. It's now everyone's out.
Jaborgan's out of the pits.
What they're coming on to? Let's check. Oh, they're going on to mediums. Wow.
Mediums.
Let's check what Clarky's going on to. Mediums.
Oh, Laserlord's gone on to mediums, and Clarky Boy, has gone on to mediums.
But it's all mixed up again now.
Oh, Dan and Clarky almost collide going into turn 1.
Down into the corner 4, and Lee's done it. Lee now has got past Laser, has got past Razor. There he has, nicely job there. He has as Laserlord and Liverpool are there, and Dan and Clarky battling away. So it's all battle back up.
Razor's still on the back of Lee now, so I do feel like he's not going to let him go that easily, and he's going to fight for that position. As he hits the curb on the outside, that's not good. That doesn't slow you down at all.
Pierre Racing just been hit by Clarky there. He has, as Clarky now going to go side by, going to try and get past, but he's got on his fresh tyres. I don't think he will. We have a few comments. People are asking.
Still holding it from JB.
Yeah, people are saying go on JB, go on Golden Crimson. There, so
yeah,
there's some fans for them.
Oh, and Gore and TNR Johannes are both pitted. They're both going on to the set of mediums. So Jaborgan's up to 3rd, Swango is in second on the hards, and Yaham is in first.
Yeah, Yarham, and I think Yarham is the only car who needs to go back into the pits again because he's gone on to another set of hards. So
I'll check that now.
you can check that. I think he went
No,
on to
he hasn't. No, he went from mediums to hards.
Oh, he's fine then. I think it's just that there's certainly a few anyway that have to go back onto another set of tyres.
No,
But
everyone's done. Everyone's done that already, mate.
we'll have to think anyway. There is definitely one person who went on to another set of hards. I will say, but don't matter who that is. I will find out in a bit who that is. But everyone else still battling away in this race. And so yes, James. After the race, we'll do the top 3 interview if they want it.
Ooh.
That is.
Crimson on Jaborgan. Almost.
Yes, we will see maybe Crimson get a podium and a chat with us at the end, but let's see if he does.
Hopefully. Oh, Jaborgan's run a bit wide there on the new compound of tyre. Had a side-by-side going into the last corner, and Jaborgan has got DRS, I believe.
He will get DRS now. Yes, he will. He whaps it open, and he's through. He should be through.
He's got the fastest lap as well with a 1:37.
Yeah, that's Crimson, and he's done it.
Oh, Crimson tries to stick it up the inside, and he's got the move done.
He has, so he's done it there as the battle was lurking to begun here. There is a freeway scrap behind, but before that, Pure Racing is trying to get through. He is, and he's done it. Pure Racing's through. There is the battle behind, which is Lee, Liverpool, and Razor are the other battle.
There's a freeway battle as well from 9th to 11th, so that's Dan Tan, TNR, Johannes, and Pure Driving.
Yes.
TNR is on the back of Pure Driving now, who is on 3-lap old tyres. Dan's on 14-lap old tyres, and TNR Johannes is on a lap old tyres. So, if anything, Pure Driving's just holding him up here.
JB went a bit wide there. I just don't know. No, he doesn't. So the Gort doesn't get a any DRS there, but JB went a bit wide and sliding wide.
Liverpool almost hits Lino.
Anything wrong with Liverpool's front wing? No, just a little tap
he didn't
there.
touch him. No, he didn't touch him. It was like millimeters.
Ah, fair enough then. But the gap to lead's gone up to 4 seconds. Liverpool now is 2 seconds. Here he goes. Here he goes.
And Lee pulls to the inside. He waits for it and brakes, but Lee sticks on the outside. So he's going to have the and Lee touches the rear tyre of Liverpool there. And as a consequence of that, Lee suffers a loss of a position to Razor, but then he gets that position back.
As now
he's lost time now to Liverpool. So
onto the soft.
Razor's still on the back of him.
Sorry.
No, carry on.
No,
I'm just commenting.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying that Dan's gone onto the soft. So Dan was the only driver in this race that had, I think, did 2 medium stints. I think. So.
I'll confirm that now.
Or
no.
if he didn't, he just wants to come. Oh, as Ryan retires, deciding he's had enough. But Dan, if he did do 2 medium stints, he has to go on another set of tyres. So that's that. Or if he didn't do 2 medium stints, he wants to go on the softs and try and get fastest lap, but he won't. But technically, he won't get it. But you know,
soft, medium, soft. So. Oh,
yes.
The Gore is now on the back of Lord JB.
He is. You are right. Now, Sector 3 yellow flag out. Can't see who that is for. Sector 1 yellow flag now. I definitely don't see who that is. Oh, it's because. It's because there's a. I don't know who that is. There's a slower car. I just couldn't.
That's not JB.
It must be right.
The Gore goes up the inside of JB.
It must be, just to tell you, it must be Ryan's car. It must be Ryan's car who came out of the pits and then decided to stop on the track. So, yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah, if we don't have these as friends, then we'll just have to add them at the end into the pie. So I can do that. But, yeah. I'll add them.
Sam, you're gonna have to message Lee Nell 88. This is his league, mate.
Why?
Just message him after the race because Sam said, "Can I join the league?"
Oh yeah, Lee. You got to message Lee or JB on that. Lee and JB are the guys you need to message on that.
Yeah. So either message Lord JB13 or SFR _ Lee Nell 88. And Golden Crimson is now catching Twango, who's now 7 tenths ahead of him.
Is he gonna get?
Borgen's fell back by 2 seconds now, so.
Is he gonna do this then, Lee? Is Lee gonna try and get past Liverpool here? He's got the DRS. No, he's too far back. He's too far back on that one.
Golden Crimson may go up the inside. No, he doesn't. He sticks behind him.
Sorry about this. There you go, Golden Crimson battle, guys. We'll head to that one and have a look at that. Good race though, this has turned out to be for a race which I don't think was going to have much in it.
Touch. Yeah, it's been battles all the way through.
So yeah, if you as well, guys, have Facebook, do check out the league on there. We are on there, of course. The league is on the pages. So I was going to say check out us because you can't, but Speed Force Racing PS4, check out them on Facebook as well. They've got a group on there.
Crimson and Twango are side by side going into the third sector.
Twango's got it. Twango stays in front just.
That corner there, that long right hand is very dangerous because if you clip the inside curb, it just sends your car into a spin.
This is giving the leader a lot more chance to get away. I think personally, this is giving Johan
Yeah.
a lot more of a gap, as we see here. Let's head a bit further back as Lee. Is he going to try and get past Liverpool now?
Tried up the inside. There may have been some contact there as
And
he
he's
gets
done it.
past Twango.
Let's now have a look at Lee and Liverpool. They're side by side still, and Lee gets through on Liverpool. So Lee's done it on Liverpool.
Liverpool gets through on Clarky Boy as well.
Yeah, great move there it was from Lee. Let us know in the comments.
Liverpool now comes fighting back.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments the drive of the day, guys. Your drive of the day you think it should be. As Dan gets the fastest lap.
Fastest lap of the race. All Pure Racing and Razor Virus is got past, and the Gort and the Gort's ghosted. The Clarky Boy's ghosted. Sorry.
There's been a problem. Wow, there's been a problem for Crimson. He's down to 5th. We literally just went back onto it, and I can't tell you what's happened because I didn't see, but I saw him come off
maybe him and Twango have made contact.
I saw him go off the circuit. Sorry, I saw him go off. He went off the circuit, then came back on. So
yeah, Jaborgan's now up into second. He was in 4th, so
Crimson,
I don't know what happened there.
Crimson gets a 3-second penalty on that one. Yeah,
now
I
trying
don't
to keep up with Lee. They're both on the same lap old tyres.
But here they come then. DRS.
Teeing up, and Virus are going to fight it out as well. As Pure Driving takes a very defensive inside line to defend off Johannes. Liverpool's on the back of Lee. Does he go for the dive? No, he doesn't. He sticks behind him. Maybe he's trying to, as the Gort gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and he's retired.
Yeah, it must be. But here it goes then.
Golden Crimson and Laser Lord are side by side as Laser Lord lets him through.
Yeah, he must be quicker. It must seem. as Twango now has got him to accompany behind him.
Or
And
they just don't
hopefully,
want to risk sacrificing each other's race going through the double left-hander.
it could be. Here comes Liverpool then. Can he try and get past Lee? No, he cannot. He stays behind and sticks it behind. To Jonas State does the same. So yeah, go and follow them on there, and I think they
Facebook.
are. Oh yeah, Facebook, and I think they. And go if you haven't already, please subscribe here.
If you're new.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lee runs a bit wide. He's on the curve now, so that would have messed up his exit a bit. And as Liverpool open his DRS, yes he does, but he's struggling to keep up with that Williams now. As he gets in the slipstream, and stays behind Lee for the time being.
Yes, as to Jonas is looking really racy on pure racing. They are, but let's.
Laser Lord's now 7 tenths behind Golden Crimson, who is now 2 seconds behind Twango, who's 8 seconds. No, sorry, he was 2 seconds behind Jaborgan, and Jaborgan is 8 seconds behind Jahan.
Okay, thanks guys for putting them in. We will.
Jahan's looked very dominant all race. This race, I must say.
Yeah, we'll find out that we'll find out the chat's driver of the day in a minute, and then I'll ask you for yours. So yeah, in 2 laps time. So we'll get the. I'll tell you now. So some of the chat, there's people go for Jaborgan with.
I saw someone do Crimson. Oh, Crimson's gone up the inside of Twango. Does Twango have damage?
Yes.
Yes, he does. He has end plate damage.
Yes.
His right end plate.
The race leader.
There
People saying the race leader should be driver of the day. Oh, and yes, guys, if you do have Discord, we do have a Discord server as well.
Do we?
Yes, we do have a Discord server as well, guys. So you can check out.
Oh,
It's just.
it's a 3-way battle now. Laser Lord tapped the back of Twango. So from Golden Crimson,
And he's done it.
to Twango
To Jonas has got through. Sorry.
to Laser Lord, there is now a 3-way battle for third. But Golden Crimson is now pulling away from Twango, and Laser Lord slowly but surely catching up to him. So he's got 3 laps, or 2.5 laps now, to try and stay. Oh, Liverpool tries to go up the inside of Lee there, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah, so
What's going to happen now?
after this lap, we get 3.5 to go, so should be good. Yes, we have Discord.
Jonas is caught up to Liverpool, and now they're both in the rearview mirrors of Lee. Oh, and Liverpool's tapped Lee there. He's tapped his rear diffuser, but I don't know if he has damage. No, he doesn't. As Ryan Van Doom has just left the session.
He decided to watch the race till
Laser
then.
Lord on Twango, maybe.
It's a great drive from Lee today.
Catching up to Twango.
Good drive from Lee. Started where he started a bit. Well, actually, tell you where he started, Lee, if you want, guys. He started 2 places down. Really good drive from him. To Jorgen.
Liverpool's got past him.
No, he doesn't. So a touch. But no, does Liverpool? Yes, he does. Liverpool does get past. So, to give you a good idea, guys.
Lee's on the back end of him.
Let's just watch this quickly. Lee now side by side, and Lee makes it back through as Sophie now retires. So Sophie will not get a podium today. Don't know why she retired, but she has. Just to tell you what I was about to say, to Jonas, 11 places gained, and Crimson 11 places gained. So they're the top 2 places gained in this one. As I'm going to ask you, James, what do you think your driver of the day would be?
Honestly, I haven't really put much thought into it. As Jonas just loses a place there to Liverpool, so maybe Jonas is running a higher downforce setup compared to the Red Bull. But honestly, it's either Golden Crimson or Yarham, because Yarham's drove an absolutely spectacular race today. But then so his Golden Crimson, making up 11 places. So personally, I believe it should be Golden Crimson.
Alright then, so there you go, we've heard it
Lord
from...
JB goes down the outside of Clarky Boy, and he gets the move done. Yes, he does.
As there you go, you heard it from James. That is our driver today, guys. Golden Crimson gets driver of the day for today from the commentators. There, from the chat, it seems
Clarky Boy's just
we're quite divided.
With, JB.
Ooh, Liverpool there nearly hit the back of Lee now there, as we have. This is literally, we've got 2 to go now until the end of this one, so it should be good. Battling away as Jonas really wants to get past Liverpool here. He nearly hits the back of him there.
Yeah, Liverpool's just holding him up at this point. It's not helping him with his tyre wear, and then you've got pure driving as well on the back of you, so it's not that great of a situation really. Especially being a driver in one of these situations, because you're constantly like crash the car in front and then the car behind and all that. But I reckon these 4 drivers have held their composure very well throughout this race, especially Liverpool and Lee. They've held both their composures very well. As Yarham gets the fast lap of the race
and starts the final lap.
On JB. And JB almost touches the back end of Clarky Boy.
Side by side they go, and Pure Racing is through onto Jonas.
JB's just got past Clarky. Oh, Clarky's just tapped JB there, and he's lost some of his front wing.
Is he through?
He's lost both of his end plates.
No, he is through now, but that is a disappointing thing.
Jonas?
That's a bad thing there for Pure driving. He may get a penalty for just literally tapping him off at corner 2. So I don't know really on that one. It's 50-50, I would say. It's a racing incident, I would say. So thank you everyone for watching. If you do enjoy, smash like as always, and do subscribe if you are new. And yeah, we will say as well, I will say this as well, James has a YouTube, so if you want to follow, go to his YouTube, give him all your love, then you can. What is it, James?
Pers Dynamic.
There you go, Pers Dynamic. He does his perspective of races that he's in, so if you want to go over there and give the support, you can do.
Sorry to interrupt you here, but Golden Crimson is now on the back of Jaborgan. So will it be a scrap gun for final corner?
Before you talk about that, here comes the leader of the race out of the last corner now. Yeah, Yarum wins the race there, he does, and he gets the
Golden
thing
Crimson.
Here we go then, we're Golden Crimson.
Jaborgan gets second, Golden Crimson gets third, Laser Lord gets fourth, Twango gets fifth, Lee gets sixth, Liverpool seventh, Pure Driving eighth, Jonas ninth. Oh no, Jonas gets seventh, as Liverpool and Pure Driving both have penalties. Razor Virus goes up to 8th, Lord JB gets 11th, Clarky Boy gets 12th, and Dan gets 13th.
As there you go, you can see the fireworks in the sky there for your race leader there. What a race that was. Very good there it was. As he starts where he means to go on, I would say Yahum does. Didn't race last round. I think we had a few drivers come in. I think you of course, James was another driver, and a few of us were as well. So yeah, as we've got here, hi.
What a race that has been.
It has. So it was Yahum first, Jaborgan second, Golden Crimson third, Laser Lord fifth, fourth. Fifth was Twang. Sixth was Lee Now. Seventh was to Jonas. Eighth was Razor Virus. Ninth was Liverpool. 10th was Pure Racing. 11th was Lord JB. 12th was Clarky Boy, and 13th was Dan. Sophie got the Gorts, Ryan Van Doom, Joe Leroy, so Taz Leroy, and Electro Dan were the ones who did not finish this race today, which is a
I have
very
suggested the 3 podium.
big surprise that they three did not finish today. I'm struggle to say. I'm gonna say this now. This probably was one of the best races we'll see all season. I will guarantee, because you've seen tonight so many overtakes, so much. Last week you saw maybe 4 or 5 good, maybe you saw half the race, which was good, not all the race, and that just proves to you how good that was, everybody, as we're now adding in all the top 3 if they want to join and get their thoughts put out there to all of us, then that would be good. Here then, as we'll see if they want to join or not, as I think they will.
Hello, Crimson is here. So, Cadwell, do you have any questions you want to ask Crimson first, or?
Wait, let's see. Yeah, so we'll get the top. Hopefully, first and second will come in, but Crimson, well done. How do you think that went? Alright, people in the sorry, people are saying they can't hear you, but
Go party screen and then go party settings, and then it should be allow your voice to be shared.
I'll ask the question again though.
Okay, can you hear now?
Let me have a listen. So yeah, if you just I'll ask the question again then, just to see if we can hear you. How do you think your race was?
Very good. I managed to get from P14 to P3, so
Yep, we can hear you now.
I didn't expect to get on the podium. Definitely not after qualifying, so yeah, I was pretty happy with the race, even though, you know, the little incident, but it was nothing much really, so yeah.
Yeah, and you got our commentary box driver of the day, so well done.
Yeah, I think other people might have needed that, but you know, I'll take it.
So, I do have a question. What was going through your mind on the last lap when you caught up Twanger, I think it was?
I think it, well, a few laps, I just wanted to, you know, recover what had happened. Just kept pushing and pushing. I was literally nothing left on the last lap, so there wasn't a lot I could have done to overtake him, but, you know.
I mean, it was very, very close though.
Yeah, I mean,
that must have been very annoying for you, but
I had the penalty anyway, so I wouldn't have got the position otherwise, so.
yeah, from 14 from the grid to third is still a very remarkable drive, so well done.
Yeah, I practiced a lot, I think. I think way too much on what I needed to, so.
So, how do you think you're going to do next week?
Terrible.
It's China.
I hate China so much.
Do you feel like the weather will play a massive part in how people prepare going up to that race, or do you just hope it doesn't rain?
I think most people don't want it to rain because it's China, so it's a very difficult track in the rain, so I think most people would want it to be dry, but they should also prepare for the wets if they were planning for it. So
So what
yeah,
if you had to pick the weather for China, which weather would you choose for China?
I think more wet. I think so.
Uh,
Do you have any more questions, Cadwell?
and yeah, you did. I just think you did really well today to get from 14th to 3rd.
Yeah, it was a struggle at the start. So yeah, I was very happy with what I did. So
Did you ever think you were going to get a podium today when you were like pushing through the field like up to about 6th or 5th?
I thought it was possible, but I didn't think it was going to happen. That's all. You know, it was very hard. Well, with the help of like Lee and Liverpool fighting, I think it helped me out quite a bit. So with them fighting after I overtook them, it managed to get their way, and then managed to catch up to Dogan before we pitted. So you never know what could have happened after that. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for that.
Don't have any more questions.
No, have you got any more questions, James?
Nope.
Okay then. Well, thanks, Crimson, for that.
No worries.
Alright then.
Thank you.
That's alright. So James, a quick summary on the race. So how do you think it was?
Very interesting to watch, I must say. But also very intense at the same time. But it just proves my point that F2 still has that quality of racing where you can battle someone the whole race. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can battle them the whole race, and then it just entices the viewer to keep watching to see what happens next. You know, to see what unfolds, what drama there is, who wins, who gets the podiums, and all that. So, yeah, I think today was a very good race to watch. Even better for the drivers, I believe. Anyway.
Yeah, it was a very good top three as well. A different top three to normal, which a different top three to last round, which is nice to see. So yeah, and your thoughts on China coming up next week?
Get very well prepared.
Yeah, I'll say that. Get very well prepared because I did a league race around there and crashed out on lap 5. So just beware that it is.
It's a very tough circuit, but I reckon it's going to be very, very fun to watch.
Yeah, hopefully it is fun to watch next week. So yeah, go and find out this on Facebook. So it's just the league you find out on YouTube. It is Speed Force Racing on Facebook. Just type that in, and it will come up with our page. It will come up with our page which Lee does. Lee does that page. Lee now, so he will be that page. And then if you as well, guys, check out James's YouTube, of course, and if you want to check out mine, it's just my username on here, capital 5. And yeah, we'll be back next week with GP2. Are you here next week, James?
I'm not sure.
Alright, okay. Well, I should be here next week then, for GP2. Tomorrow night is JB doing the Premier Series, and then on the weekend we should be having our new series where we review the whole week of racing, and then I'll be back on Monday with GP4s. That should be really fun as well to commentate on and see that back again. And I think, James, you're racing in that?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually a full-time driver now for Red Bull in GP4.
That's good then. Red Bull signed you up then, gave you the contract and signed you up.
Yeah.
So that's good then, guys. Yeah. So I've been Cadwell, and James has been very good today. Very good to commentate with you, James.
Thanks.
Yeah. So we'll be back next week in China. We will, but from all of us here at Speed Force Racing, amazing racing today. Well done, GP2. And yeah, if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. And yeah, goodbye.